What is up, guys? My name is BrmP and welcome back to another video. So today, it's been some time since I actually made a video like this, and I thought I made something cool. I have some spare time, let's just make a video out of it. So guys, today we're not in Space Engineers, as you can see. We kinda, as a group, left Space Engineers a bit behind because they just don't fix the bugs, and we found this game. It's called Empyrion Galactic Survival, and it has everything Space Engineers has, without the bugs, and more, basically. So what I'm doing is I'm basically just building right now for something Robin and I are going to do in the near future. How much of that eventually, or I mean how much of the builds I'm doing right now will eventually make it in there, we'll see. But I thought, you know, nonetheless, these things are cool, and I want to show you guys them. This is actually a small ship in Empyrion, or a small vessel as they call them in here. And this thing, basically, I made this on the survival server we have with me, Robin, Jeremy, Jay, Knaxfreak32, and someone else? Don't know the complete list right now on the top of my head. But this thing I made completely in survival, and I thought, you know, this is pretty cool. I want to show you guys what it actually is. So, as I'm walking around this thing very quickly, you can, for those who have played Elite Dangerous a bit, might see the resemblance of the Type 7. I was in the beginning going for that, and as the build progressed, I just thought, you know, I like the Type 7, but it doesn't work in this game. So I gave it this front lip, which made it a bit more aggressive in my opinion, and actually does look kind of cool. So in terms of scale, this thing is never, not even close to being the same size as the Type 7 would be, but I turned this thing into a small troop carrier. So basically, you have this back section over here with all your ammo supply, your fuel tanks, and a big cargo rack over here with your gyroscopes, which are called RCSs in this game, ammo boxes, because this thing does have some defensive capabilities, and then of course the seating for your crew, which you would transport. Yeah, so basically you can make in Empyrion small ships gone wild without any mods, because all of this is just vanilla Empyrion. Because as of right now, there is not even a mod support into this game. So that's pretty cool, actually, the amount of stuff you can actually do in this game without having the needs for mods. So I guess there's not much to show other than a bit of a fly around, of course, because, you know, it's a small ship. And I guess I'll do just a bit of a fly around and show you the outside. And I guess let's hop on in the cockpit, take it for a fly. Well, as you can see, the ship flies pretty good. It actually just gets up to max speed like in a few seconds, or not even in a few seconds, just in a second, something like that. I don't know, fast. And that mostly has to do with the two large thrusters on the back. I don't know, it handles pretty good. And this ship, of course, it mostly is made just to go in quickly, then land somewhere it needs to drop off its troops and be like, yo, get the fuck out, and then they'll just get the fuck out, take their weapons and start firing at what they need to be firing at. And then this thing would go back to the, I guess, to the less dangerous parts of the planet you're on, and either resupply the troops or whatever. Just basically a resupply troops transport medivac thing what you want to call it, which is capable of going into space, because that's also a thing this game has. Space. Because what would you be without space if you can make spaceships, right? It is pretty cool. Like in Space Engineers, you don't have the loading this game does have, but the way they did this, you see now we just entered or exited the atmosphere, I should say, and now we're in space. So yes, there is a bit of a jitter, but I think that's just a good thing, you know, not having everything loaded in at once. This just saves you on a lot of unnecessary frame loss, I guess. So that's pretty cool. In terms of armory, because I actually haven't talked about that, this ship has 2 rocket launchers on the top and Gatling guns on the top, on the bottom. So it is capable of defending itself a bit. But I guess that's all for this ship. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this little, well, spotlight of my own creation again. I'm sorry for the lack of videos. I'm at the moment really struggling with school and actually some family stuff, which I don't want to really get into, but just know I still do want to do YouTube and still want to be making videos. It's just sometimes you don't really have the time to do that stuff. So I hope you all understand, and I hope you all have a great day where you're watching this, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.